This is the Preston Indians pregame show. Coming up, we'll take a look at tonight's game. We'll hear from the coach and look at the pregame stats all leading up to tonight's action. You're listening to live coverage of the Preston Indians on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com. And a very pleasant good evening as we come to you live from Canyon Ridge High School in Twin Falls. Glad to have you with us here tonight as another exciting game for the Lady Indians from Preston as they hit the road once again tonight and come here to Canyon Ridge. This is game 2 of what it was a very busy week this week with 3 games still to come. On Saturday night, we will be in Shelley to take on the Russets, but we have work to do here first tonight here against the Riverhawks from Canyon Ridge. For the Indians, the losers the other night at home against a very tough Soda Springs team. Again, they ended up losing by about 22 points in the game the other night. So really, they tried to do things that Coach Hall talked about in our pregame chat the other night. But to be honest with you, it was Soda who was able to do exactly opposite of what Coach Hall wanted the Lady Indians to do. Soda Springs was able to turn the tables on the Indians and do exactly that to Preston on their way to a 22-point, on their way to a win the other night. And again, they led by as many as 22 points. So the Lady Indians for the Lady Indians, they are now 1-2, and they'll look to break what has become a 2-game losing streak before heading to Shelley on Saturday nights. So a lot of things happening. They've added a girl from the JV ranks to come into the game tonight. Sydney Marlowe is going to dress for the varsity team tonight. And as you'll hear Coach Hall talk about in our pregame chat, he's going to juggle the starting lineup a little bit tonight as well to try to get a little offense, a little speed, a little movement back in the club. Something that they were really lacking from about the second quarter on the other night in that game against Soda Springs. So it's the Preston Indians against the Canyon Ridge Riverhawks coming up in just a few minutes. We'll take a timeout and we'll come right back and we will have our chat with Coach Kimber Hall as we continue on the pregame show live from Canyon Springs High School right after this on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com.
Qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details.
So I'm a typical banking customer.
And I'm a nearby ATM.
And I'm taking $20 out of my account.
And I'll process that $20 and take back $4.
Why do machines designed to give us money end up taking it right back? Introducing Kasasa, the free account that pays refunds on ATM fees and a lot more. To find a free Kasasa checking account near you, search Kasasa.
Ask for free Kasasa checking at Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA.
At Franklin County Medical Center, their goal is to get you back in the game, back to work, and back to your normal way of life. Franklin County Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has a team of therapists who specialize in providing you an individualized treatment plan, helping you reach your goals, working with doctors from all over the region to make your recovery convenient and close to home. Call today so you can stop suffering and start healing. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and excellence.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you're appreciated. It's even better when you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciate every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car and truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in today at 17 South State Street in Preston.
Preston Indians pregame show. It's our pregame visit with Coach
Behind
Kimber
every
Hall
project is a True Value. At Stokes Market and True Value in Preston, whether you need hardware, dog food, tools, batteries, plumbing supplies, paint, or cleaning products, you'll find them all. Plus a whole lot more at Stokes Market and True Value. With a large inventory, you'll find all the big name brands you trust and low prices every time you visit. So whether you're just starting or you're in the middle of a project, stop in today and visit our friendly, knowledgeable staff. Stokes Market and True Value, 217 South State Street, Preston.
We just didn't have it the night before we played and then get on the bus at 6 5-hour drive wasn't a lot of fun either, but that's excuses aside.
Three, two, one. Welcome back to the Indians pregame show. We'll spend a few minutes with Coach Kimber Hall before this game at Canyon Ridge here tonight. Difficult loss the other night at home.
Yeah, it was a difficult loss. It was a loss that we as a coaching staff and a team thought that we had a shot of beating Soda. But as we talked about before the game, that they were an excellent team. We just didn't match their intensity, and we had way too many turnovers. There was a lot of things that we did wrong the first half. Did a lot of good things at the first of the first quarter, and then I think it was like 8-6, and then they went on about a 10-point run, something like that, and got ahead of us. We never really did recover from that. So it was difficult, but hopefully a learning experience.
You know, you and I, we talked before the game the other night, and you listed several things that you were wanting to try to do to them, but it seemed like they just turned the table and did everything that you wanted to do against you.
Wade has a way of doing that with Soda. The thing that was kind of discouraging is we feel like we're a very good press break team, and we broke the press with no problem, and then we threw the ball away. And that's something we just haven't done in the past, and something we've worked on. And the girls have got to be able to make better passes, and passes that to open people, not to try to drill it through somebody. And as you notice, Soda, they moved quickly and they threw good, hard, quick passes. We did not throw crisp passes. We lobbed them, they stole them, or we threw it right to them. So a lot of the mistakes, or a lot of the points, came off of things that we shouldn't have been doing. So anyway, hopefully it's a learning experience. We hope to improve on that tonight.
Anything you can take away from that game as a measuring stick or improvement-wise that you could implement?
Yeah, I think we had a good talk at halftime. We got within 15, 14 points once or twice, and we were behind by 21 or 20 points at halftime. They still beat us by that margin, but I felt like that the girls played a lot harder, played a lot better. Our intensity was up, and so I felt better about the second half. We played them even, but we didn't make up any ground, which I would like to have done. But we talked about how we need to be like Soda. We need to be able to move the ball and throw good passes where they need to be thrown. And so hopefully we can learn from that and see if we can do a little better. And I think we're going to see a lot more zone this year. Everybody's playing zone. Soda never plays zone. And they played zone against us. I think they're going to be, people are packing in against Bethany. And so we're going to have to move the ball faster and quicker and get the ball in the middle and look baseline and so forth. And then we've got to have Jessica and Pugmeyer and Wood and Moser. They've got to hit some outside shots in the meat grill. And because if we can't hit some of those outside shots, it's going to be hard to get the ball inside.
You're talking about packing it in against Bethany. They just about completely took her out of the game.
They did. And if it wasn't for foul shots and her taking the ball, most of her shots were from the foul line. And she's shooting a lot better foul shots than she did last year when she played up in Madison, so she's improved greatly on that. But we've got to have her very much involved, and so we worked on that yesterday, and hopefully we can get the ball a little better, in better position so she can score.
We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with more with Coach Hall right after this.
As the seasons change, it's a good time to take a close look at your car and truck tires. Check the tread and look for signs of uneven wear. If you have a question, stop by Ron Keller Tire and have one of the tire experts take a look. If you need new tires to get you safely through, they'll help you select the right tires for your vehicle and driving style. With a huge inventory from several manufacturers, Ron Keller Tire can care for your tire needs at a price that's right. You can trust all your tire needs to Ron Keller Tire in Preston and North Logan.
If you're doing some cleanup work around the yard, the house, the garage, or the farm, remember, you can turn scrap metal into cash when you take that metal to Idaho Salvage and Metal in Preston. They pay top dollar for aluminum cans, aluminum window and door frames, brass and steel. They take junk cars and trucks, farm equipment, and industrial gear. So rather than taking that stuff to the landfill, park it on the scales at Idaho Salvage and Metal on West Oneida in Preston.
As one of the region's most visited websites, MyLocalRadio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Stream your favorite music all day, every day, or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
We apologize. We've lost the second half of our interview with Coach Hall tonight as we talked a little bit about what he needs to do against this Canyon Ridge team to pick up a victory. And he was quite candid and said, quite honestly, he's not worried about what they have to do to beat them. He's worried more about what they have to do to get better as a team here tonight. And to do that, he's going to juggle the starting lineup a little bit. As we mentioned in our first segment tonight, Addie Mosier's he told me was actually going to start the game tonight. And they're going to let Sydney Marlowe come up from the JV team. And he said that she will get some playing time here tonight. So a little bit different, a little bit of a shakeup coming up tonight as far as what is happening with the Lady Indians from Preston as they try to right the ship and try to pick up a victory and avoid to go on a 3-game losing streak before they hit the road to go to Shelley coming up on Saturday. So coming up in just a couple of minutes from here at Canyon Ridge, we'll have the starting lineups and the opening tip for tonight's game. That's all coming up right after this on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com.
Qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details.
Last play of the game, folks.
And the snap, drops back. Whoa, changes mind. Down the sideline. The 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Casasa! Unbelievable! Did you see that? Casasa!
Not to be a buzzkill, but what's Casasa? We're glad you asked that. Casasa. It's a catchy word for earning cash. Free Casasa checking rewards you in cash each month.
Ask for free Casasa checking at Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCU.
When it comes to major surgery, think small. Small town, that is. At Franklin County Medical Center, the surgical capabilities are anything but small. Partnered with the top surgeons and specialists in the region to provide advanced care to those living in southeastern Idaho. Whether it's cataract surgery, women's surgery, gallbladder removal, trauma, even a full hip or knee replacement, they have you covered. And now they're among the few hospitals in southeastern Idaho able to remove kidney stones. See just how big the surgical capabilities really are. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and excellence.
If you're in the empty nester stage of life, preparing for retirement, or considering downsizing, let me suggest you consider Blue Sage Park as your new home.
This all-new community for over 55 active adults is now under construction by Ralph's Construction, the builders of many fine custom homes in Franklin County. That same quality is going into the new homes at Blue Sage Park.
Choose from 3 plans, each with over 1,400 square feet of living space on one level with a 2 or 3 car garage, 2 bedrooms, and lots of special features. These beautiful new 2-bedroom homes include large marble showers, vaulted ceilings, gas fireplaces, a park and green space for family fun, and large closets with custom organizers. Larry and Cody Ralphs are building this community for the over 55 age group with no steps, no maintenance, and a beautiful home that you own.
The first model is nearing completion, and you'll soon be able to see it for yourself. Blue Sage Park, now being built for your future at 3rd East and 3rd North in Preston.
This is Preston Indians basketball. All the excitement of the best basketball action in Idaho is just ahead. Tonight's game is brought to you by Lewiston State Bank, Franklin County Medical Center, My Local Radio, West Motors, Stokes Market True Value, S&T Electric, Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union, Idaho Salvage, Webb Funeral Home, Ron Keller Tire, Valley Implement, and Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Tonight's game is a presentation of Preston Broadcasting LLC and is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any use of the descriptions or accounts of this game without the express written consent of Preston Broadcasting LLC is strictly prohibited. Live from Canyon Ridge High School in Twin Falls, Idaho, this is Preston Indians basketball. As tonight the Indians hit the road and head to Twin Falls to take on the Canyon Ridge Riverhawks. I'm Dan Hubbard, glad to have you with us here tonight as Preston plays game 2 of what is a very busy week, playing 3 games overall this week as they'll take on the Riverhawks here this evening. For Preston, they've lost 2 in a row coming into the game here tonight, so they'll look to break what has become a 2-game losing streak before a game on Saturday in Shelley. So they'll try to get back on the winning side. Starters tonight for Preston, it'll be Jessica Alder getting the start tonight. Alyssa Wood will start. As we mentioned in the pregame show, Addison Mosier will start tonight for the Lady Indians. Bethany Dow will try to get corrected as she had a very down game the other night against Soda Springs. They really took her out of the game. And then Liz Linhart will start tonight for the Indians as well. For Preston, of course, they really need Bethany Dow. She was held to about 12 points in the game the other night. Most of those were off of free throws and points that she was able to create on her own and to try to make things happen. But as far as her shot was concerned, they really packed a zone defense in on her the other night, they being Soda Springs, and they really took her out of the game. And her average, she's still averaging coming into the game tonight 23 points or 21 points per game. So and it's the same story. Liz Linhart needs to be able to stay on the floor as well, as she got herself in foul trouble for the 2nd game in a row. Starters tonight for Canyon Ridge. It is Jordan Roberts, a freshman, getting a start tonight. Another freshman, Logan Roberts, gets the starting call as well. Trying to pick off numbers here as they stand on the floor. Carly Allen, the senior, starts tonight for the Riverhawks. And also getting a start, it's Alicia Beverly, a senior, who will jump center here against Beverly Dow to start the ball game. And the tap is controlled by the Indians as they'll get it over to Mosier. Mosier brings it across the top of the key, terminates the dribble, now gives it over on the left side. They try to get it down low to Linhart, but it's poked away and out of bounds as nice defense coming over, being played there by Logan Roberts, the freshman, to come over and anticipate and poke that pass away. as they get it back in off the inbounds pass. They get it to Woods, top of the key. She'll go down the right side, now kick it off in the corner. Bad pass. That's out of the reach of Jessica Alder and out of bounds. And for Preston, they turned the ball over on the first possession tonight. That was also one of the things that Coach Hall talked about during the pregame show, was they turned the ball over way too many times the other night at home against Soda. Alder comes across and almost intercepts the pass. It's saved in the back front court rather by Logan Roberts. She'll bounce it off to Jordan Roberts, now down low as it goes to Grace Lupampa in the middle. That's number 15 in white. She goes and gets it and then goes down. It's going to be called a held ball, so it's going to stay with the Canyon Ridge on the alternating possession rule. We're still scoreless, about 45 seconds into the game. Inbound pass comes in deep as Logan Roberts has it. As she backpedals, she throws high. Controlled at that time. Wood almost took it away. Mosier almost had it. And again, they'll tie it up again. And this time it's going to go back over to Preston on the alternating possession rule. For Preston, they average about 15 steals a game, and they force a turnover here in the first possession for Canyon Ridge. Mosier, left side, free throw line extended. She'll bring it back across the top. They get it to Dow, right side now. Kick it off in the corner to Wood. Couple of bounce and dribble. Liz goes to Linhart for the 15-foot jumper from straight away. Coming in, get the offensive rebound as Alder. Her putback is no good. And then a foul. And that's going to bring up 2 shots coming up here for Preston. Foul's going to go against Grace Lupampa. That's the big girl in the middle. And Bethany Dow is going to go to the free throw line to try to get some points on the board here for the begin the game. The first free throw is no good. Dow, with all the free throws she made the other night, she's made 18 of now 31 on the year. That's just a little tick under 60% on the season. Second one is up. She missed them both as Alder able to come away with the rebound, and they'll keep the ball. Down on the left block, it goes to Linhart. Back out top to Mosier, to Dow, the free throw line. Goes around to her defender and puts it in. Nice move by Bethany Dow. She walked right around Grace Lupampa like she was nailed to the floor. Canyon Ridge brings it up the floor. Shot no good. Lupampa has the rebound. Tries to push her way through a couple of players and travels in the process. So another turnover. That's 2 turnovers on 2 possessions tonight for Canyon Ridge. And once again, Preston has the ball back again. Wood kind of directing traffic as she comes down the left side of the key. Free throw line extended. Now down in the corners. Dow pops out to get it. Nice move. She goes baseline. Reverse layup. No good. But again, she's fouled and go back to the line. This foul is going to go on Logan Roberts. That'll be her first. And Dow goes back to the line. 2 team fouls now against Canyon Ridge. And the first free throw is good. She's made all 3 of her attempts so far here tonight. Second one is off, and it's dropped out of bounds. It's going to stay with Preston as Alexia Thomas had it. Looked almost like she had to go off her hands and dropped it out of bounds, but they give it to Canyon Ridge as Roberts brings the dribble up into the front court. She wants the cutters to go through. Instead, she'll give it to Grace Lupampa, who pops out to receive the pass. Back out top to Roberts. Now on the right side, they'll go to Roberts down at the right block. Can't go anywhere with the ball. Great defense by Mosier, controlled by Mosier, and then finally Mosier dropped it out of bounds as she couldn't control it. Lupampa came over, and it'll stay out of bounds to Canyon Ridge underneath their own basket. Looking for somewhere to go. They get it all the way out to the timeline. Almost intercepted by Wood. Left side to Roberts. Down low. Bad pass thrown away as it's another turnover against Canyon Ridge. Here comes the Indians. Defenders are back, so they'll slow it down. Mosier goes to Dow. She goes baseline. Can't get all the way to the basket. She'll kick it back out to Mosier. To Linhart from about 8 feet away. That's no good. Long rebound comes off to the senior, Carly Allen, who dribbles the ball up into the front court. And she stopped the dribble and then tried to go to a jump stop, and in doing so, she traveled. So another empty possession for the Riverhawks, as they don't even get a shot that time down the floor. And once again, here comes Alicia Wood with the right-handed dribble up into the front court. In the corner, try to get it down low. They punch it away. Comes to Dow, back down low, try to get it to Linhart. It was over her head, not out of bounds. Linhart tried to go to receive the pass and just couldn't quite get there in time. And it stays a 3-0 game with 4:40 to play here in the first quarter on the Ron Keller Tire scoreboard. Glad to have you with us live here on mylocalradio.com. Tonight's game is actually a simulcast as well, as we are also on 105.5 FM and AM 1340. As trying to make a move is Grace Lupumpa, and she double dribbled. So again, it's going to stay 3-0. And once again, they don't get a shot down the floor. And here comes the Lady Indians again, back with that 3-0 lead. Wood up into the front court. Mosier left side. Tries to go to Dow. Bad pass taken away by Lupumpa. As she'll give it up to Thomas, who now runs the dribble up into the front court. Thomas all the way, scoop shot. Nope, no shot. She traveled before that. That's kind of a tough call. You watch college basketball on a Saturday or the NBA on just about any night of the week, and you see that play all the time. But the referees here in high school said, nope, that's a traveling violation. Back door wide open is Alder, lay it up and in. Nice cut by Jessica Alder, and a better pass came from Alicia Wood. It's 5-0. Lupumpa comes out, jumps to meet the ball, and the shot down underneath as it was Thomas going to the basket, and she's fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line.
Foul number 35, please.
So Liz Linhart called for the foul. That's her first. First against the Indians here, as well as the free throw no good. Now back to the line is Thomas, and she'll try the second. Second free throw rattles around, stays out. Dow has the rebound. She'll push it up into the front court. Trying to go in a hurry. Defenders are back. And instead of slowing the ball up, she had it poked away and out of bounds. And it'll stay with Preston underneath her own basket. So Dow tried to go 1-on-4 instead of pulling the ball back out. They get it to Dow. A little lob pass to get the ball inbounds. Her shot no good. Lupumpa has the rebound. She'll clear it as it comes to Thomas, who will bring the dribble back up into the front court. Thomas holds a hand up and says, we'll run play number 5. As she swings it all the way over on the left side down into the corner. Lupumpa has it, now back out top. Look for the cutter inside, nothing there. Lupumpa gets out of the key as the ball comes to Roberts. Jordan Roberts had it, almost poked away, and it goes out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Canyon Ridge in the offensive end. Casey Pugmire comes in for the first time. Also into the game is Anna Nelson, as Mosier and Linhart will leave for the Lady Indians. Thomas. Pass comes all the way back into the back court, but they're allowed to do that on the inbounds pass. Three-pointer from the far side is no good. That's off the hands of Nelson and out of bounds. It stays with Canyon Ridge as Sage Meek comes into the game for the first time, and now Alicia Wood will leave. It's still a 5-0 Preston lead. Pugmire almost got a hand on that. Allen, left block, can't get a shot. She'll kick it back out. Now getting a shot is Roberts for 3, and that's good. And finally, the Riverhawks are on the board. It's 5-3 with 2:35 to play in the quarter. Meek, bounce pass, tried to get it to Dow. She bounce it off of Dow's shin. Once again, your big player on the floor, you don't necessarily have to throw her a bounce pass. She's big enough to go up and get the ball, especially since she was wide open. And the bounce pass hit her in the shin and went out of bounds. Pass intercepted by Pugmire. It's another turnover for the Riverhawks. Here comes Cassie Pugmire. Gets it off to Meek. Swing it over on the right side, as that's going to be a blocking foul, as Jessica Alder ran into, I believe that 23, we don't have a name for number 23. So I'm not exactly sure who that is. But it's the third team foul against the Riverhawks here in the first quarter. Pass goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Preston underneath their own basket with 2:15 to play. Meek will bring it in. Looking, now bounce pass down low. Again, goes to Dow as the tie up. And this time it's going to go to the Riverhawks. So they'll take over again on the alternating possession rule. And there's another example of it again. Trying to throw a bounce pass inside to Dow, your tallest person on the floor, and she can't go down and get that ball that bounces right at her feet. Roberts kicks it off. As going down on the floor, here comes Alder to reach in and take it away. Indians on the run. Defenders are back. They get it again to Dow. Dow tries to back in. Now looks in the paint from the right elbow. She'll kick it off to the left corner to Pugmire. Back to Dow, top of the key. Goes around her defender, put it up, and it will not go down. And fighting for the ball inside, Lupumpa able to wrestle it away from her, but they're going to call it a held ball once again. And once again, it's going to stay with Preston underneath their own basket. 1:31 to play on the Ron Keller Tire scoreboard. Just 8 points scored in the game. Preston leading 5-3. Logan Roberts, a freshman, back into the game. Meek has it underneath her own basket. Get it in. It goes to Dow, put it up and in, score it, fouls it into count.
Field goal number 21,
Bethany Dow now with 5 points in the game.
Foul number 15, Grace Lupumba.
Grace Lupumba called for the foul. That's her second. As Dow will go to the free throw line to try to complete the three-point play. Jaslyn Smothers into the game for the first time here tonight. As Lupumba goes to the bench with her 2 fouls. Wipe up a little perspiration that was on the floor after a couple of players hit the floor trying to chase that tied up ball, and they'll give it to Dow. Now she'll get a chance to complete the three-point play. Free throws up and good. Dow was 6 points here in the first quarter, and it's an 8-3 lead for Preston on the Ron Keller Tire scoreboard. Up into the front court, bad pass thrown by Roberts. Alder got a hand on it, poked it out of bounds. It'll be out of bounds to Canyon Ridge on the sideline just at the end of the Preston bench. She'll lob it in near the timeline. Coming to get it is Jacqueline Smothers, the sophomore. Very tall, lanky girl. As bad pass, Pugmire takes it away. Cassie Pugmire sees the defenders are back and pulls it back out, gives it to Dow from the paint. That's no good. As coming down with a rebound was Carly Allen, and the senior runs the ball back up into the front court. Tried to headman it to Jordan Roberts through her hands. It'll roll out of bounds. And once again, it's going to go back to Preston again. Abby Gardena, number 14, into the game. As Meek dribbles. Inside, kick it back out. Dow has it at the free throw line. Lets a player fly by from about 13 feet away from straight away. Her shot's no good. As Anna Nelson will draw a foul, holding foul on the rebound. And the ball comes back over again to Canyon Ridge with 40 seconds left here in the first quarter. Thomas, Smothers in the corner again for Canyon Ridge, as it's taken there by Gardena. Back out top, try to go back to Gardena in the paint, and Nelson intercepts the ball ahead to Meek. Meek was not able to accept the pass, lost it, and picked up again by Canyon Ridge. 14 seconds left in the quarter. Here comes Thomas, put it up and in. Alexa Thomas with her first 2 points. 6 seconds to play in the quarter. Up into the front court comes Alder to Pugmire and a whistle with about a second left in the quarter.
Foul number 14.
Gardena will pick up the foul, her first. Ball out of bounds to Preston on the far sideline. Pugmire will bring it in as they'll get it in. It comes to Meek. She just throws it at the basket, and it is no good. So after the first quarter here tonight, low scoring quarter so far, as Preston leads by the score of 8-5 on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you're appreciated. It's even better when you can get everything you need. Quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciate every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car and truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in today at 17 South State Street in Preston.
Do you like earning interest on your money? If so, Lewiston State Bank has the account for you. This is Shelley Austin, and I'm here to tell you about our MyRate checking account. It is a free checking account that can earn a high rate of interest on the first $25,000. The rate is even higher than that of most savings accounts. So stop by and visit me at our Tremonton branch, or go to our website at ls-bank.com and ask us how you can qualify for this high interest rate on your checking account. Lewiston State Bank, a division of People's Intermountain Bank, member FDIC.
All right, welcome back. We'll start quarter number 2 here tonight with Preston leading 8-5 after the first quarter, and Bethany Dow scored 6 of the 8 points in the first quarter here tonight.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you're appreciated. It's even better when you can get everything you need. Quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciate every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car and truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in today at 17 South State Street in Preston.
She'll push back up into the front court here for Preston.
Do you like earning
and she travels trying to get the pass off to Alicia Wood.
This is Shelley
Don't forget to
Austin,
join us coming up Saturday about 7:05 for the pregame show, as we will be in Shelley to face the Russets as the Lady Indians will complete the very busy week.
Visit me at our Tremonton branch, or go to our
Smothers
website at ls-bank.com.
picks it off, comes back out top again. Another bad pass taken away. Here comes Alder one-on-one all the way to the basket. Put it up, put it in, and she's fouled. Nice play by Jessica Alders, taking it all the way to the hole, challenges her defender, and picks up the basket. Logan Roberts picked up the foul. That's her second. 16 fouls now against the Riverhawks.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know appreciated. It's even better when you can get everything you need. Quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciate every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car and truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in today at 17 South State Street in Preston.
Go get it, and the ball comes loose. It'll stay with Canyon Ridge after it rolls out of bounds.
For you. This is Shelley Austin,
6:51 to play here in the first half. We're going to get some subs in. Jordan Roberts leads.
A high rate of interest on the first $25,000. The rate is even higher than that of most savings accounts. So stop by and visit me at our Tremonton branch, or go to our website at ls-bank.com
number 23. That's who 23 was.
Interest rate on your checking account. Lewiston State
Bank. Pass down low, taken away. Dow has it on the rebound as she goes all the way one-on-one, and nice little move as she hits to the basket and able to lay that in. So Dow with 2 more. She has 8 here in the first half, and it's a 12-5 lead for Preston.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you're appreciated. It's even better when you can get everything you need. Quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciate every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time.
With the foul.
Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car and truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in today at 17 South State Street in Preston.
To shoot 1-1. For
Do you like
Pugmire,
earning interest on your money? If so, Lewiston State Bank
strange,
has the account for you.
these will be her first free throws of the year.
Our MyRate checking account. It is a free checking account that can earn a high rate of interest on the first $25,000. The rate is even higher than that of most savings accounts. So stop by and visit me at our Tremont
it is
branch,
the rebound
or go
pulled
to our
down by
website
Lupumpa.
at ls-bank.com and ask us how you can qualify for this high interest
Up
rate
into
on
the
your
front
checking
court, they
account.
give it off.
Lewiston State
Here on the
Bank,
left
a
side,
division
it comes
of People's
to
Intermountain
Adair.
Bank,
Tatum
member
Adair
FDIC.
loses it, taken away by Wood. They get it in the front court, taken away, headman to Nelson. Her pass goes off the hands of a Canyon Ridge Riverhawk and out of bounds.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you're appreciated. It's even better when you can get everything you need. Quality parts at fair prices.
So now here comes the Riverhawks back up into the front court. And a holding foul charged against Wood.
Foul number 2, Alyssa Wood. Personal foul number 1, team foul number 3.
Alyssa Wood draws the foul. That's just her first. And that's 3 team fouls now. As the inbound pass comes off to Wood, they take it away. Wood all the way to the basket, tries to lay it in, and she is fouled.
Foul number 11, Alexa Thomas.
Wood gets up, kind of limping a little bit. So Wood will go to the free throw line. Wood, a 50% free throw shooter on the young season. She makes the first. That's her first point of the night. 18 fouls now against the Riverhawks. Logan Roberts returns, and Carly Allen also returned for the Riverhawks after the made free throw. And the second one rolls in and comes out, and it's Grace Lupumpa with the rebound as they push it back up into the front court, do the Riverhawks. On the left side, down into the corner, it goes there to Allen. Allen can't take the shot, so she'll give it off. Now down the middle is Adair, kicks it off on the right side. The shot there from Smothers is an air ball taken away by Wood, who races the ball back up into the front court. Wood tries to go down low, and the ball blocked as Smothers comes over and blocks the shot of Lindhart. Controlled by Smothers. She brings the ball back up into the front court. Neat play. She kicks it off for a three-pointer. Good. Logan Roberts, a freshman, nails the three, makes it 13-8. So Wood with the ball brings it back up to the front court. She goes around Roberts. Gives it to Lindhart off her knee. It rolls to Mosier. Mosier gives it off to Wood. She'll hand it back to Mosier again. Cross the top of the key, it comes to Dow. She goes down the left side of the lane. Layup no good, gets her own rebound. Put back good, foul, count it. So Bethany Dow with the hoop. Grace Lupumpa with the foul. That's 3. And we're only halfway through quarter number 2. That's 9 team fouls now also on the Riverhawks. So Dow will go back to the line to shoot 1-1. Her first free throw is good. That gives her 11 here in the first half. That's almost what she had the entire game the other night against Soda Springs. If memory serves me correctly, I think she had a dozen. Smothers up into the front court. Gives it off to Lauren Roberts, the freshman. She'll kick it off. They swing it all the way back over to the left side. Granada has it. Her shot no good. Gets her own rebound in the key. And then bodies all over the place around the free throw line. It'll be a held ball, and it's going to go back over to the Indians. 4:08 to play in the quarter on the Ron Keller Tire scoreboard. 8-point lead for Preston. It's 16-8 here in quarter number 2. Wood down the middle, kicks it off. Nice pass to Lindhart. Lay it up and in. Liz Lindhart gets her first 2 points of the game. She averages about 10 a contest, and she's on the scoreboard with a amount of making it a 10-point lead for the Indians. Smothers top of the key. It goes to Granada. Can't get a shot off. She'll kick it off to Logan Roberts. Roberts tries to go down the middle. Mosier with the defense, and that's going to be a blocking foul against Mosier.
Foul number 13, Addie Moser. Personal foul number 1.
Mosier draws her first foul. That's just 4 team fouls against Preston, so still a couple to give before free throws coming up for Canyon Ridge. Inbound pass, kind of a bad pass, controlled by Roberts, but she dropped it out of bounds. So kind of a weird pass from Smothers on the inbounds attempt, and the ball comes back off to the Indians. They lead by 10 here in quarter number 2. We're live with you from Canyon Ridge High School. Nice again pass down low to Linhart. She's got another easy layup for another 2 points. Makes it 20-8 and a timeout here on the floor. Timeout called by the Riverhawks. We'll take it here as well, as with the Indians leading by the score of 20-8. Back in a moment.
Or $5 for 6 tickets. Once again, sponsored by Westmark Credit Union and Oasis Stop and Go.
Welcome back. Preston leading 20-8 here on the Ron Keller Tire scoreboard. 3:15 to play here in the first half. Granada. Bad pass almost taken away again as Pugmire almost got a hand on that, but the ball does come eventually to Arlem. As they kick it back out, Allen gives it off to Smothers. Smothers trying to direct traffic. She comes down in the corners. It goes to Granada. Back out top to Allen. Allen will swing it over as it goes to Arden. Tatum Arden gives it off in the corner. It goes to Smothers again. Terminates the dribble. Now coming to get the ball was Logan Roberts. She goes baseline. Nice move and lay it in. Roberts has 5. That's half the points tonight for the Riverhawks, and it's 20-10. Woods crossover dribble, now spins around, gives it to Pugmire going baseline. Nice cut for the layup. Cassie Pugmire with her 2 points in the game tonight. She averages just a little over 3.5 a contest through the first 3 games of the year. And now here comes Smothers back up into the front court. Smothers goes down the middle, shoots over Dow. Nice shot. She got it to spin around a couple of times, but finally it falls in. 2 minutes to play here in the first half as Mosier goes to the free throw line, or I should say goes to the hole, but she's fouled on the drive. But that's going to be 10 team fouls, and now the double bonus kicks in, so 2 shots coming up for Mosier. And the foul is against Tatum Arden. That's her first, and like I said, the team's 10th, so double bonus time here for the Hawks, or I should say for the Indians. Jordan Roberts returns. Logan Roberts leaves, and the second shot coming up here for Addie Mosier. Deep knee bend, second one short. Dow has the rebound. She tries to go back up. That was tipped on the way out. Jaslyn Smothers has the ball, brings it up into the front court. In the corner, it goes to Jordan Roberts, and she's held. That'll be ball out of bounds, and that's team foul number 5 coming up here against the Preston Indians. Moser's going to draw the foul. That's her second. And the inbounds pass. Nope, now they're going to take it and say it was tipped apparently, as it'll belong to the Riverhawks on the side now, as they'll get it in as it comes inbounds to Alexa Thomas. Drives, goes around one player, puts it up. That's no good. Needs a bounce, won't get it. Pugmire pulls the rebound down for the Indians. Quickly up into the front court to Wood. Defenders are back, so Wood very alertly slows it down. Gives it to Linhart down on the block. Her shot no good, as Linhart had it and dropped the rebound out of bounds. It'll go back over to Canyon Ridge with 1:33 to play here in the half. As he comes back up into the front court. It is a layup there for Thomas. That's no good. It's going to be a held ball on the rebound, but it's going to stay with Canyon Ridge on the rebound. Back in, Allen for three, good. Carly Allen knocks down the triple. Her first points in the game, makes it 22-15 with 1:15 to play in the half. Wood up into the front court. Stutter step, goes around Allen. Nice dish to Linhart. Her layup is no good. Dow crashes in to grab the rebound, ran into somebody, in the process dropped the ball. Taken away by the River Hawks. Here comes Smothers up into the front court. Tipped out of bounds, and is going to stay with Canyon Ridge as Jessica Alder will come back in. Mosier will leave with her 2 fouls with under a minute to play here in the half. In the corner, off the inbounds pass, the shot there by Smothers, no good. Rebound is tapped around, goes into Jordan Roberts. Who's now the 3-pointer put up by Granada. That's an air ball and out of bounds. They go back over to the Indians with 45 seconds left on the Ron Keller Tires scoreboard here in the first half. Not a pretty first half for the Indians, but they still lead. It's 22-15. Woods into the front court, into the corner to Alder. Alder dribbles out of the corner, now puts it back down there to Dow. Dow goes baseline, lay it up and in. Bethany Dow made a nice little drop step move and went baseline around her defender and able to make the layup. Take it back out top. Thomas with 17 seconds in the half. Almost had it taken away by Wood. She's able to get it back and then throws it to the Preston bench. So she almost lost it and then turned the ball over. 12.5 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. And Preston has the ball and can work for the last shot here with 12 seconds to play. Wood up into the front court. Need to get a shot. No, you can't really dilly-dally. You just need to get something. Linhart in the key, that's no good. Tapped around, Dow has it, goes back up. That won't go down. Gets her own rebound, but the buzzer goes off before she can get a shot away. And that's the way the first half will end here this evening. Like we said, not a pretty first half, but certainly an effective one. As for the Preston Indians, they lead by 9 going to the halftime break. It's 24-15. The Lady Indians on top on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com.
In addition to local information and the best live coverage of local sports, you can stream music 24/7 at mylocalradio.com. Log on and choose the music you like best. Classic or modern country, indie, adult contemporary, or classic rock. Stream it live through your computer or cell phone. Listen to the music you want and don't miss the information you need. Like us on Facebook and visit mylocalradio.com today. Since 1958, when the farmers of Franklin County rolled equipment into the fields for harvest, most of them were rolling on Ron Keller tires, because Keller Tire has the right tires for tractors, combines, swathers, bale wagons, and the trucks that haul hay and grain to market or storage facilities. To keep that equipment rolling during the busy harvest season, Ron Keller Tire also has a fleet of service trucks that make repairs in-field to minimize downtime. Best wishes for a safe and productive harvest from Ron Keller Tires in Preston and North Logan.
In business for almost 70 years, Valley Implement has been serving customers with integrity, personalized service, and accountability for generations. Their mission is to contribute to agriculture and the agricultural way of life. When it comes to irrigation, equipment, attachments, parts and service, and precision farming, Valley Implement in Preston is here to work for you. Visit them today, 213 West 8th North, Preston. Valley Implement, all things agriculture.
Do you like earning interest on your money? If so, Lewiston State Bank has the account for you. This is Shelley Austin, and I'm here to tell you about our MyRate checking account. It is a free checking account that can earn a high rate of interest on the first $25,000. The rate is even higher than that of most savings accounts. So stop by and visit me at our Tree Mountain branch, or go to our website at ls-bank.com and ask us how you can qualify for this high interest rate on your checking account. Lewiston State Bank, a division of People's Intermountain Bank, member FDIC.
When you see that big green dinosaur, whether at your favorite gas station or convenience store on the side of a delivery truck, you know quality Sinclair products are available there from Hall Oil Company. Hall Oil is a family-owned and operated business that's been serving folks in Cache Valley since 1947. They're your local fuel and oil broker with a low-price guarantee. Another guarantee that's been really important this winter is that when you fill your fuel tanks with premium winter diesel fuel from Hall Oil, it's guaranteed not to gel, even when the temperature drops below zero. It's the no-gel guarantee from Hall Oil Company.
We're not your ordinary grocery store at Stokes Market and True Value in Preston. We see every customer as a friend and a neighbor. Stokes Market and True Value offers a clean, bright, and modern store with the freshest meats, produce, and bakery. In many ways, we're still old-fashioned. We still bake from scratch, and our bakery items are made in store. You'll never see meat with an ingredient list because our meats are all natural and cut in store. Stop in today. Stokes Market and True Value, 217 South State Street, Preston. Stop in today.
And welcome back. As we mentioned, not a pretty first half for Preston, but effective as they lead by 9 after the first half of tonight's game. It's 24-15. The boys are getting ready to get started. They'll have their Jamboree night coming up the first of next week as they'll play an exhibition game at home on Monday. And then on Tuesday, the girls will play at home, but still one more game on the road here for the Preston ladies before they get to go back home starting next week. That next game is coming up on Saturday night as we will be in Shelley to take on the Shelley Russets. Pregame show will get started on Saturday night about 5 minutes after 7. Tip-off around 7:30 for the game at Shelley coming up on Saturday. Take a look at the stats from the first half when we come back, as Preston on top by the score of 24-15 here on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and MyLocalRadio.com.
At Preston County Medical Center, their goal is to get you back in the game, back to work, and back to your normal way of life. Franklin County Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has a team of therapists who specialize in providing you an individualized treatment plan, helping you reach your goals, working with doctors from all over the region to make your recovery convenient and close to home. Call today so you can stop suffering and start healing. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and excellence.
Qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details.
So I'm a typical banking customer.
And I'm a nearby ATM.
And I'm taking $20 out of my account.
And I'll process that $20 and take back $4.
Why do machines designed to give us money end up taking it right back? Introducing Kasasa, the free account that pays refunds on ATM fees and a lot more. To find a free Kasasa checking account near you, search Kasasa.
Ask for free Kasasa checking at Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA.
If you're doing some cleanup work around the yard, the house, the garage, or the farm, remember, you can turn scrap metal into cash when you take that metal to Idaho Salvage and Metal in Preston. They pay top dollar for aluminum cans, aluminum window and door frames, brass and steel. They take junk cars and trucks, farm equipment, and industrial gear. So rather than taking that stuff to the landfill, park it on the scales at Idaho Salvage and Metal on West Oneida in Preston.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric in Preston, Idaho. It's what we do.
Welcome back. First of all, right out of the commercial, let's apologize for the wide-angle shot here tonight. We don't have a camera person here with us. School nights, bit long travel, a couple hours away from Preston, so nobody available to run the camera for us this evening. So we give you the wide-angle shot, the way you can see the entire floor. Stats from the first half. First for the Riverhawks of Canyon Ridge. Jordan Roberts had 4 points in the first half. Carly Allen had 3. as she made a three-pointer in the first half. Alexa Thomas had 2. Grace LaPumpa played, did not score, ended up sitting out quite a bit in the first half because she had 3 fouls. Logan Roberts with 5. Jaslyn Smothers had a pair. For Preston, Jessica Alders had 4. Alicia Woods with 1. Also, it was Cassie Pugmire with 2. Liz Linhart had 4. And Bethany Dow with 13 in the first half on her way. Of course, she averages now about 21 points a game so far, so she's on her way to hopefully another 20-plus point performance here tonight as the Lady Indians from Preston lead by 9 after the first half. Tonight, it's 24-15. Another quick timeout. We'll come back. Second half action for you coming up just around the corner on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com.
Behind every project is a True Value. At Stokes Market and True Value in Preston, whether you need hardware, dog food, tools, batteries, plumbing supplies, paint, or cleaning products, you'll find them all. Plus a whole lot more at Stokes Market and True Value. With a large inventory, you'll find all the big name brands you trust and low prices every time you visit. So whether you're just starting or you're in the middle of a project, stop in today and visit our friendly, knowledgeable staff. Stokes Market and True Value, 217 South State Street, Preston. When it comes to major surgery, think small. Small town, that is. At Franklin County Medical Center, the surgical capabilities are anything but small. Partnered with the top surgeons and specialists in the region to provide advanced care to those living in southeastern Idaho. Whether it's cataract surgery, women's surgery, gallbladder removal, trauma, even a full hip or knee replacement, they have you covered. And now, they're among the few hospitals in southeastern Idaho able to remove kidney stones. See just how big the surgical capabilities really are. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and excellence.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
Do you remember last spring when runoff water was flooding fields and borrow pits because of plugged, collapsed, or non-existent culverts? Well, now is the time to get new culverts installed. And Valley Implement and Irrigation has the culverts you need. They buy them by the semi-load. And they have poly pipes and culverts in the diameter and length that will get that water running where it needs to go in the spring. Remember, too, that Valley Implement has a great selection of used tractors and farm equipment at prices that work for your operation. See Valley Implement and Irrigation in Preston, Logan, or Grace.
Getting ready to start the second half here tonight, and it'll be the same starting 5 for Preston out on the floor. That is Alder, Wood, Mosier, Lindhart, and Bethany Dow as the officials, actually waiting for the officials to come back out on the floor as the players are ready to go before the officials were. Now here they come, as they're slow to get back in out of their own locker room, and the ball belongs to Preston to start the second half here tonight, as Addie Mosier will bring it in from along the far sideline here tonight. Once again, Dan Hubbard with you live from Canyon Ridge. Tonight's game is a simulcast on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and for those watching along the internet on mylocalradio.com. And on the first possession, Bethany Dow just drives the baseline, gets an easy layup, as it was Grace Lupumpa, who already with 3 fouls had to just kind of let her go. And finally, for the first time in 2 games, we see the Preston press, and it pays dividends as they take the ball away at the midcourt stripe. Dow in the corner to Linhart. Tries to go down the right side of the key, kind of forces up a shot. That's no good. Rebound comes off to the Riverhawks as Thomas pushes it up into the front court. On the left side, it comes to Roberts. Tries to bump it down low to Lupumpa. They're going to call that a held ball, and it's going to stay with Canyon Ridge. Didn't really see any Preston player had a hand on it, as Lupumpa was trying to swing her arms around to get the ball out of anybody's grasp, and actually looked like she stumbled more than anything else as coming back into the game is Jocelyn Smothers. So the ball out of bounds to the Riverhawks. Allen brings it in onto the left side, snapping it back across, intercepted by Mosier. Here comes Addy all the way, 1-on-2, lay it up, can't get it to go down. Wood with the rebound, that won't go. As Linhart has the rebound. 3 shot attempts for the Indians, none of them go down. And now here come the Riverhawks again as they push the ball back up into the front court. Ball was tapped and should stay with the Riverhawks, and it does, as Wood got a hand on that pass and it deflected out of bounds. 26-15, 11-point lead for the Preston Lady Indians here in the opening moments of quarter number 3. Smothers back out top as it comes to Thomas. Thomas swings it down low, turn in the key. That is LaPumpa as she's fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line. Liz Linhart can be whistled for the foul. That is her second. And the first foul for either team here in the second half as LaPumpa goes to the free throw line. First one is no good as she remains scoreless here in the game. Her second, that too is no good as Linhart up high to get the rebound. Kicks it off to Mosier. Runs the dribble up into the front court. Tries to go back to Linhart. It's tapped away as LaPumpa got a hand on it, deflected it out of bounds. So once again, it's going to stay with Preston underneath their own basket. Wood will bring it in. She'll bring it in deep as it comes to Alder. Alder gives it off to Mosier. It's really kind of a 3-guard set with Mosier in the game here instead of Pugmire for the Indians. Give it off to Dow. Free throw line extended left. Goes to the dribble. Shoots over 3. That's no good. Gets her own rebound. Goes back up and she's fouled. So Dow's going to go back to the free throw line.
Foul number 33, Jocelyn Smothers. Personal foul number 1.
Jocelyn Smothers with her first foul. As Dow goes to the free throw line, she has 15 in the game here so far tonight. The first free throw is nothing but net. (27-15). Preston with a lead on the Ron Keller Tire scoreboard with 6:19 to play here in quarter number 3. Dow makes them both and gives her 17 on the night. Full court pressure again as they get it to Smothers. Smothers tries to cross over. Now they'll take it away. Wood has this one. Wood all the way to the basket. No good. Just a little bit out of control. Taken away by Canyon Ridge as they push up in the front court. Thomas double teamed along the sideline. Gets it off to Jordan Roberts. Her 3. That's no good. Rebound is poked away. It's going to stay with Preston as coming over to try to get the rebound was LaPumpa, but the ball went off her and out of bounds. So for the first time, and I'm not sure if it was by design or just not able to implement it, we see the press from the Indians for a couple of times. Wood lays it off. Liz Linhart with the easy layup. She has 6 in the game, and all 6 of her points have come on those little easy layups off a penetration dribble. Taken away again as Alder will kick it back out to Wood. Wood goes around her defender, down in the key, spins, kicks it off. Alder from the corner is good. And a timeout called by the Riverhawks. We'll take it here as well. 5:21 left here in quarter number 3, 32-15. The Lady Indians are on top. Back with more after this on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com.
Qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details.
So I'm a typical banking customer.
And I'm a nearby ATM.
And I'm taking $20 out of my account.
And I'll process that 20 and take back $4.
Why do machines designed to give us money end up taking it right back? Introducing Kasasa, the free account that pays refunds on ATM fees and a lot more. To find a free Kasasa checking account near you, search Kasasa.
Ask for free Kasasa checking at Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA.
The Ron Keller Tire scoreboard tells us that the Indians are up 32-15 over the Canyon Ridge Riverhawks with 5:21 left to play here in quarter number 3. JV team won handily In fact, they found themselves in a situation with a running clock in the fourth quarter. So that was a handy victory tonight for the JV team here this evening. As once again, the Indians come out in full court pressure as they pick up in the backcourt. Taken away again by Wood. Wood, left-hand layup, good. Wood with her first basket of the night. She has 3 in the game. And once again, the full court pressure. This time it's intercepted by Dow. She goes back to the basket, no good, as she had to alter her shot a little bit because of some pressure. And then the ball's knocked away and it stays with Canyon Ridge. But that's just going to allow Preston to set up their full court pressure again with just under 5 minutes remaining here in quarter number 3. They get it in as it comes to Thomas. Thomas goes cross court to Smothers. Now back to Thomas. They get it ahead to Roberts. They do finally break the press and get it up in the front court as it comes to LaPumpa. Back to Smothers on the left side. She gives it off to Thomas. Wants to drive down into the corner. She'll kick it back out to Smothers again, who brings the ball back up to the top of the key. Passes it inside to LaPumpa. She dropped it, picked up by Wood. Wood goes to Mosier all the way, but she's fouled. So Addie Mosier is going to go to the line. Jacqueline Smothers with her second foul on the game. Second team foul charged against the Riverhawks as well as Addie Mosier at the line. And the first one bounces around and stays out. Mosier, who picked up the start tonight, as Pugmire will work off the bench this evening as Abby Granada comes back into the game. However, Mosier, although she's played very well, hasn't scored a point and misses both free throws. Dow with the rebound inside, she's tied up, and the ball is going to go, it's going to stay with Preston on the alternating possession rule. So Preston will keep the ball. Wood says we'll run play number 2 as it comes to Mosier in the corner. Now back to Wood in the corner, a three-pointer from there, needs a bounce, won't get it. The rebound comes off to Alder on the block, and she traveled trying to get the ball out of the key area and kick it back out to Linhart, but she traveled before that. So here comes the full court pressure again from Preston, a 2-2-1 zone press. Comes off to Thomas. Smothers goes back to Thomas, trying to get it up in the front court. Now goes back to Smothers again. Nice crossover move. She gets away from Wood, dribbles down into the left corner, forces a shot up. That's no good. Air ball comes off to Alder, and again we got girls on the floor wrestling for the ball, and it's a held ball. It's going to stay with Canyon Ridge. Smothers gets up kind of limping a little bit. But she's going to bring the ball in underneath her own basket now with 4:01 to play here in the quarter. Smothers. Nice pass inside. Goes to Wood. She has her shot blocked, but she's fouled. Dow's going to be called for the foul, just her first. Second team foul charged against the Indians here in the second half. And it'll be Alexa Thomas going to the free throw line. Thomas, her first shot, bounces around, stays out. Thomas with just 2 points on the game. Preston up by 19, 34-15 with 4 minutes exactly remaining in quarter number 3. She missed them both, did Thomas. Liz Linhart has the rebound. Here comes to get it off to Wood. Wood pushes it in a hurry up into the front court, then lost it. Get it back, bodies all over the place. Now they get a 2-on-1 down. Here comes Faulkner, her shot no good. Dow with the rebound, and she's held trying to go back up. So Dow hustled for the rebound, tried to spin inside to go back up with the ball, wasn't able to. Abby Granada with the holding foul draws her second. It's 3 team fouls here in the half now against the Riverhawks. Wood brings it in from underneath their basket for Preston. Looking. Now she'll get it all the way in back by the timeline as she gets it into Alder to Mosier. Bounce it down low to Dow. Dow dribbles into a triple team, and she's fouled. Nice little ball fake. Got Thomas out of the way, gave her a path to the basket, and then they collapsed on her, and then she ended up dribbling into a triple team situation. But she was fouled on her way to the basket. Foul's going to go against Thomas. And she now has 3 in the game, and Dow back to the free throw line to try to add to her 17 points in the game so far. And she does as she makes the first. That gives her 18 on the night. Dow now with the second. And it's good. She made them both. So Bethany Dow now with 19 of the 36 points tonight for Preston. And the full court pressure almost turned the ball over. Back to Granada in the right corner. She dribbles it back out, gives it to Roberts, who waits and sets up the offense. She gives it off to Arden. Arden down the middle. Little scoop shot by Thomas. That's no good. Rebound comes off to Alder for Preston. Up to Mosier. Mosier gets it ahead to Wood. Down low to Dow. Lay it up and in. When the big girl runs the court, get her the ball. And she got the easy layup and a blocking foul here against Addie Mosier on the full court pressure. That's going to be 3 on Mosier and 3 team fouls now tonight against the Indians. Cassie Pugmire back into the game as Liz Linhart will go to the bench. 3 minutes to play in the quarter. Thomas is fouled on her way to the basket. Looks like that's going to go against Pugmire, who just got back into the game. That's just her first. 4 team fouls now in the half against the Indians. As going to the line is the senior Alexa Thomas with 2 points in the game. First one needs a bounce, won't get it. She's missed 3 in a row from the charity stripe, and it remains Preston on top, 38-15 on the Ron Keller Tire scoreboard here on this Thursday night, live from Canyon Ridge High School in Twin Falls. Thomas makes the second. She has 3 in the game, and it makes it 38-16. 22-point lead for the Indians. The shot from the top of the key by Wood. Tap attempt by Dow is no good. Dow gets the rebound, puts it back in. Dow leads all scorers in the game, now has 23 in the contest. Here's the full court pressure again put on by the Indians as they get it ahead to Roberts, and then a whistle behind the play. They had a holding foul. Moser's going to call for a holding foul. That's her 4th. They have to get her out of the game. Let's see if they do. They are. Meeks is going to go check in and get her back out of the game. Thomas driving, scoop shot. Good. That's a nice shot. Thomas, as she went to the basket, able to get that scoop shot high off the glass and in. And a timeout called by Preston. We'll take it here as well as the Indians on top 40-18. Back after this message here on FM 105.5, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com.
Behind every project is a True Value. At Stokes Market and True Value in Preston, whether you need hardware, dog food, tools, batteries, plumbing supplies, paint, or cleaning products, you'll find them all. Plus a whole lot more at Stokes Market and True Value. With a large inventory, you'll find all the big name brands you trust and low prices every time you visit. So whether you're just starting or you're in the middle of a project, stop in today and visit our friendly, knowledgeable staff. Stokes Market and True Value, 217 South State Street, Preston. When it comes to major surgery, think small. Small town, that is. At Franklin County Medical Center, the surgical capabilities are anything but small. Partnered with the top surgeons and specialists in the region to provide advanced care to those living in southeastern Idaho. Whether it's cataract surgery, women's surgery, gallbladder removal, trauma, even a full hip or knee replacement, they have you covered. And now they're among the few hospitals in southeastern
welcome
Idaho.
Back as third quarter action resumes. As Dow with it, missed the shot, goes back up, gets her own rebound and puts it back in. Bethany Dow now with 25 in the game. 2 minutes to play here in quarter number 3. 42-18, Preston's on top. Up in the front court, it goes to Granada. Granada tried to lay it off to Thomas. That's deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with the Riverhawks. Just under 2 minutes now to play in the half with 1:58. Or I should say in the quarter, remaining here in quarter number 3. Pugmire taps the inbound pass away. As they get it back in. And that goes off the hands of the inbounds receiver. However, for Canyon Ridge, it was dropped out of bounds. Wood. Nice backdoor cut by Alder. Alder in the paint, no good. Dow with the rebound, put back, yes. Dow now with 27, and it's 44-18 with 1.5 to play. Taken away again. It's Pugmire this time. She pulls up for the 10-foot jumper. No. Wood tapped it, but she tapped it out of bounds. Grace Lupumba comes back with her 3 fouls with 1:31 to play here in quarter number 3 on the Ron Keller Tire scoreboard. As up into the front court, it comes to Carly Thomas. She gives it off. Roberts tried to kick. However, it's intercepted by Alder for the Indians. Up into the front court to Wood. She thought about it, didn't take the shot. Instead, tried to get it to Pugmire. Pass was deflected. It stays with Preston. Baseline front court with 1:17 to play. Wood will bring it in from underneath their own basket. Little box formation to Dow in the paint. Nobody guarded her, and she's able to put it up and in. It gives her 29 in the game. 46-18. 28-point lead for Preston. That's touched, and it'll stay rather with Canyon Ridge on the touched pass with 1:05 to play. Now this is the Preston team that we should have seen the last couple of games. Running, making good passes, and making good shots. Thomas drives, little hook shot in the lane. That's no good. Lupumba up high to get the rebound. She's held up, tied up the ball, and that's going to go back over to the Indians with 59 seconds to play here in the half. Wood snaps the ball to Pugmire, who wants a 3. No good. Air ball, actually. Taken away by Logan Roberts. The freshman pushes the ball into a double team, then almost loses it. Picked up by Jordan Roberts. Into the front court to Thomas. Skip pass. Now back down low to go to Lupumba. Nice defense by Dow. Get a hand on it. Knocked it away from Lupumba down at the low block. That where it's going to stay with the Riverhawks underneath their own basket with 39 seconds to play in the quarter. Lupumba for 3. That's no good. Pugmire with the rebound for the Indians. Little crossover dribble to get out of trouble. Pushes it up into the front court. All the way down to Dow. Easy layup, easy bucket. So Dow with 2 more. That's a 30-point lead for the Indians. It's 48-18. Full court pressure again with another turnover. Here comes Wood from the pass from Meek. That's no good. Just 1 shot as Logan Roberts has the rebound. Rob Roberts dribbles through a double team, and then a blocking foul is going to be charged against Wood. Yeah, that is just her second. And now 6 team fouls against the Indians, so just 8 seconds away from going to quarter number 4, and the Indians are out of fouls for the half. They get the ball in as it goes to Roberts. Looking inside, nothing there. 3 seconds on the clock, shooting to beat the clock. Jordan Roberts, that's no good, and that's the way the quarter will end. We'll go to the 4th with the Indians leading by 30, 48-18. The Webb Funeral Home 4th quarter is coming up next on FM 105.5, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you're appreciated. It's even better when you can get everything you need. Quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciate every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car and truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in today at 17 South State Street in Preston.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Stream your favorite music all day, every day, or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
We'll start quarter number 4 with the Indians leading by 30, 48-18, on their way to their second win of the year, and certainly, unless the roof falls in here in the next 8 minutes, will even their record at 2-2 on the year. As Canyon Ridge has it. They'll turn the ball over to start the quarter. As in the front court, it goes to Dow, and then Dow has it poked away from behind. Smothers brings ball back up into the front court. Down in the corner, it goes to Jordan Roberts. Roberts gives it off to Logan Roberts. Both freshmen, so you have to assume that they're twins. They certainly look alike. And ball stays out of bounds as Allen gets it in for the Riverhawks. Swinging around, it comes to Jordan Roberts. Down in the corner, it goes to Allen. She can't get a shot, so she'll kick it back out top. Comes to Smothers, top of the key. She feeds it into the free throw line. Lexa Thomas turns at the right block. She goes up and she's fouled. Don't forget to join us on Saturday, 7:05 pregame, as this busy week for the Indians ladies will conclude with a game in Shelley against the Russets, as the free throw by Logan Roberts is no good. 7 team fouls now against the Indians. The foul was against Liz Linhart. That's her third. So free throw time the rest of the way out here in the quarter for the Riverhawks, as Roberts makes the second. That gives her 6 points in the game, and she leads all Crystal Ridge scorers. As again Dow right down on the low block and gets the rebound and puts the ball back up and in. 50-19 on the Ron Keller Tire scoreboard. The fourth quarter tonight brought to you by the Webb Funeral Home. As Canyon Ridge throws the ball out of bounds, back over again on the turnover, back over to the Indians. As bring the ball back up into the front court. Dow along the baseline gives it off to Linhart. Linhart, little backdoor pass, nifty pass. However, the layup was no good, as Despain into the game for the first time, not able to get it to go down. Dow gets the rebound, puts it back up. Dow now with her highest point total of the year with 35 in the game here tonight. Smothers to Jordan Roberts, looks inside as they get it inside to Thomas. Tries to turn, but then looks Linhart right in the eyes, so she'll kick it back out. Allen in the corner, back down low as they try to get it to Roberts again. She has it knocked away as she tried to go up. Here comes Carrie Despain as she gets a little playing time here late. Goes to Linhart as taking the ball away, and was Jordan Roberts, and then slid out of bounds with it. So it's going to stay with Preston underneath their own basket, as Dow will now leave with her 35 points. As coming back into the game was Anna Nelson. Pugmire for 3 from the corner, good. Pugmire makes the 3. That gives her 5 tonight. And that's just a little over her average of about 3.5 points a game. It's 55-19 on the Ron Keller Tire scoreboard. Shot blocked momentarily. Thomas blocks and taps it away a couple of times. Finally, Preston able to pick it up. But we're going to have a holding foul charged against the Indians. Pugmire will draw the foul. That's her second. Team's 8th, and that means 1-1 here for Alexa Thomas. And coming back over to the bench, and now a timeout called. So with a timeout on the floor, we'll take one here as well, as the Indians lead at 55-19. We'll back with more after this on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com.
A higher level of precision and accuracy, that's what the new Naveo Robotic Assistance System at Franklin County Medical Center provides you. Whether you're in need of revision, partial or total knee replacement, the new robotic assisted surgery technology at Franklin County Medical Center allow knee surgery candidates the comfort of knowing that their knee surgery will be performed with confidence, improving the function, feel, and longevity of your new knee. Learn more about the new robotics machine at fcmc.org. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and excellence meet.
Alexa Thomas at the free throw line makes the first. As Pugmire will leave, Alexi Harris comes in for for the Indians for the first time here tonight. As Thomas now back to the free throw line. And she makes them both. She has 7 in the game. That makes her the leading scorer tonight for the Riverhawks. And it makes the score 55-21. Long lead pass is intercepted. Here comes Roberts all the way to the basket. Logan Roberts missed the layup, controlled there by Preston. As they get it to Carrie Despain as she runs the dribble up into the front court. Pass underneath as that ball tried to go to Sydney Marlowe into the game for the first time tonight. As it went off her hands, she saved it on the floor, but eventually it was Annie Nelson trying to go get it and traveled when she picked up the ball. As Abby Gardina back into the game here for Canyon Ridge. She'll give it off to Thomas. Thomas goes to Allen. Swings it over. Jordan Roberts for 3. That's no good. Rebound tapped around, goes out of bounds. It was tapped out of bounds by Carrie Despain. It's going to stay with Canyon Ridge. 2:41 left here in the contest on the Ron Keller Tire scoreboard. It's 55-21 here in the fourth quarter. Thomas, her shot, no. Saved on the floor. Nope, stepped out of bounds as Despain tried to save it, but she was on the inline. Fourth quarter of tonight's game brought to you by Webb Funeral Home. They're in Preston, right on the main highway. As it comes out, nice reception there. As it was Allen, lost it. Here comes Nelson for the Indians up into the front court. Despain with it, almost traveled. She'll kick it back out. Harris looks at a 3, doesn't take it. Now it goes back down. Nice pass down low to Marlowe, who puts it in. Sydney Marlowe getting a little playing time off the JV team tonight. Gets a easy layup. 1:50 to play now in the game. It's 57-21. Roberts kick it back out. Allen for 3 from straight away. No good. And a foul underneath. That's free throws. It's going to come to Logan Roberts, the freshman.
Foul number 5, Michaela Robertson. Personal foul number 1, team foul. Timeout.
As timeout called again by the Indians. Free throws coming up. This is going to be a full timeout, so we'll take one here as well. Back with more after this on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com.
Do you like earning interest on your money? If so, Lewiston State Bank has the account for you. This is Shelley Austin, and I'm here to tell you about our MyRate checking account. It is a free checking account that can earn a high rate of interest on the first $25,000. The rate is even higher than that of most savings accounts. So stop by and visit me at our Tree Mountain branch, or go to our website at ls-bank.com and ask us how you can qualify for this high interest rate on your checking account. Lewiston State Bank, a division of People's Intermountain Bank, member FDIC.
So welcome back. 128 left here in the fourth. And free throws for Logan Roberts. The 1-and-1, she missed the front end as Nelson controlled the ball but then traveled on the rebound. So here in the Webb Funeral Home fourth quarter, it's 57-21, the Lady Indians on top. As they swing it around, it comes to Thomas. Her 3 is good. Thomas now with 10 in the game as we have 1 minute left here in regulation. Bounce it down low as it goes to Marlowe. Over in the corner, the three-pointer by Despain is no good. Thomas has the rebound for Canyon Ridge. She pushes up into the front court, dribbles behind the back once, twice, now kicks it off in the corner. That's Allen for 3. That's no good. Marlowe up high to get the rebound and had it and gives it off, and now here comes Meek. 3-on-1 come the Indians. Nice bounce pass to Despain. Layup no good. And then a foul by Carrie Despain trying to get to the rebound. So she missed the layup and then compounded the problem by committing the foul in the back court. And now with 10 team fouls, that's going to be 2 shots here. As going to the free throw line is Abby Granada. As the clock running now, as we're down under 10 seconds in regulation, Granada makes the first and gets on the score sheet. Granada lines up the second, and she missed that. The rebound comes off. Harris has the rebound, kick it off. It comes to Despain, and there's the final buzzer as the Preston Indians tonight able to break their 2-game losing streak in fairly easy fashion tonight as they win it by a final score of 57-25. So a nice win tonight on the road for the Indians. They'll get back on the bus, head home, and wait for their next game coming up Saturday night. So they'll celebrate this one on the way home tonight with a nice win by the final score of 57-25. We'll come back with a wrap-up show right after this on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com. This has been Preston Indians basketball. Tonight's game has been brought to you by Webb Funeral Home, Lewiston State Bank, Franklin County Medical Center, My Local Radio, West Motors, Stokes Market True Value, S&T Electric, Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union, Idaho Salvage, Ron Keller Tire, Valley Implement, and Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Now stay tuned for the postgame show, coming right up.
As the seasons change, it's a good time to take a close look at your car and truck tires. Check the tread and look for signs of uneven wear. If you have a question, stop by Ron Keller Tire and have one of the tire experts take a look. If you need new tires to get you safely through, they'll help you select the right tires for your vehicle and driving style. With a huge inventory from several manufacturers, Ron Keller Tire can care for your tire needs at a price that's right. You can trust all your tire needs to Ron Keller Tire in Preston and North Logan.
We're not your ordinary grocery store at Stokes Market and True Value in Preston. We see every customer as a friend and a neighbor. Stokes Market and True Value offers a clean, bright, and modern store with the freshest meats, produce, and bakery. In many ways, we're still old-fashioned. We still bake from scratch, and our bakery items are made in store. You'll never see meat with an ingredient list because our meats are all natural and cut in store. Stop in today. Stokes Market and True Value, 217 South State Street, Preston.
In addition to local information and the best live coverage of local sports, you can stream music 24/7 at mylocalradio.com. Log on and choose the music you like best. Classic or modern country, indie, adult contemporary, or classic rock, stream it live through your computer or cell phone. Listen to the music you want and don't miss the information you need. Like us on Facebook and visit mylocalradio.com today.
And welcome back to the Preston Indians postgame show here tonight after a lopsided win over the Canyon Ridge Riverhawks tonight, with Preston winning by the final score of 57-25. Kind of interesting that on our pregame chat tonight with Coach Kimber Hall, he said he wasn't really worried about too much about what Canyon Ridge was going to do. He was worried about how his team was going to react and come back after a little bit of a talking to that they got the other night at home against Soda Springs, that Springs went on to win a fairly lopsided game that night as well. He wanted to see how his girls are going to react, and they came out and they played pretty well as they go on to win this one tonight by the final score of 57-25. So they break the 2-game losing streak, and they're now even on the year at 2-2 overall on the season. We'll come back, look at the stat sheet from tonight's game. We'll do that as we continue right after this on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com.
Health West is a nationally recognized community health center that provides patient-centered health care for everyone. From newborn to complicated care, Health West is always accepting new patients in Medicaid, Medicare, insured, and even if you don't have insurance. Available in 8 locations throughout Southeast Idaho. Call 208 852-3200 for an appointment in Preston. Health West, empowering our patients and communities by providing quality, affordable health care.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you're appreciated. It's even better when you can get everything you need. Quality parts at fair prices.
So the Lady
team
Indians
at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciate every customer.
The final
they
score
work hard to make sure that you have the right part.
25. As we'll take a look at the final score sheet for tonight's game. First for Canyon Ridge, Jordan Roberts, a freshman, had 4 points in the game. Carly Allen had a grand total of 3. Alexa Thomas had 10 to lead all scorers for Canyon Ridge tonight. Jordan Smothers did not score. Grace Lupumpa also played big minutes tonight, had 3 fouls, but did not score from the middle, and that seemed to be a big problem for Canyon Ridge. Somebody that dominates inside like that, you think she'd be able to score, but she had no points on the sheet tonight. Logan Roberts, the other freshman, had a total of 6 in the game. Jocelyn Smothers had a pair, and Abby Granada had 1 in the game. For the Preston Indians tonight, Jessica Alder had a grand total of 6. Allison Wood had 3. Lexi Harris played right at the end of the game but did not score. Carrie Despain played most of the fourth quarter. She also did not score. Same for Sage Meek, who played and did not score tonight. Addison Mosier got a start tonight for Coach Hall. She had 4 fouls in the game but did not score. Also not scoring in the game tonight was Anna Nelson. Cassie Pugmire had a total of 5. Liz Lindhart had 6. Sydney Marlowe had 2 points in the game as she was called up from the JV club and get a little bit of playing time tonight. But leading scorer and a new season high for her and leading all scorers in the game, Bethany Dow with 35 points tonight for the Lady Indians as they win it by the final score of 57-25. Another timeout. We'll come back and tell you what's on tap for the Lady Indians as they continue in this busy week. We'll do that right after this on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com.
Since 1958, when the farmers of Franklin County rolled equipment into the fields for harvest, most of them were rolling on Ron Keller tires because Keller Tire has the right tires for tractors, combines, swathers, bale wagons, and the trucks that haul hay and grain to market or storage facilities. To keep that equipment rolling during the busy harvest season, Ron Keller Tire also has a fleet of service trucks that make repairs in-field to minimize downtime. Best wishes for a safe and productive harvest from Ron Keller Tires in Preston and North Logan.
Qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details.
So I'm a typical banking customer.
And I'm a nearby ATM.
And I'm taking $20 out of my account.
And I'll process that $20 and take back $4.
Why do machines designed to give us money end up taking it right back? Introducing Kasasa, the free account that pays refunds on ATM fees and a lot more. To find a free Kasasa checking account near you, search Kasasa.
Ask for free Kasasa checking at Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA.
So for the Preston Indians, it's back home, back in class tomorrow, and then on Saturday, it's back on the bus again as they will hit the road, and this time they will travel to Shelley, getting ready for Saturday night's game against the Russets on the road in Shelley. We will have that game for you here on FM 105.5, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com. The game will tip off from Shelley about 7:30 coming up on Saturday night. We should be on the air with the pregame show on My Local Radio just a little after 7, about 7:05 for the pregame show coming up on Saturday. We'll be on the internet only as Utah State football will be playing that night as they'll be taking on Colorado State, I believe, is who they have this weekend. So we'll be looking for you on the internet coming up on Saturday at mylocalradio.com. So that'll wrap it up here from Canyon Ridge for tonight as the Lady Indians from the Preston able to break their 2-game losing streak. They level their record at 2-2, and certainly will make for a happier bus ride home as they break the 2-game losing streak as they win tonight by a final score of 57-25. Special thanks to John Beverly back in studio for us tonight. So we'll look for you on Saturday just after 7 o'clock with the pregame show from Shelley. Until then, I'm Dan Hubbard. Thanks for joining us tonight, and we'll talk to you on Saturday night. Until then, good night, everybody.
Thank you for listening to the Preston Indians postgame show. This broadcast has been a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and was intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Use of any portion of this production, its accounts or descriptions, in whole or in part, may not be used or rebroadcast without the express written permission of Preston Broadcasting, LLC.